Lastly, I made a Wave of Conviction character, which was focusing on the ignited damage, and the results was amazing. So I asked myself, why not use as a league starter? What's up guys, Pidget here. The mapping is so satisfying. For clear, we're using purely Wave of Conviction. Because our main damage is Ignite, we can use Ignite Prolif Super Gem. This will help us with the clear, which is already really good, but with these two combination, it will be godlike. It's so satisfying to watch the Ignite in work. For bigger enemies, we're using Flame Wall for extra damage. On the defensive side, we're using Determination for the physical damage reduction. Because of that, we will use Molten Shell as our Garsk. We can use the Bastion of Elements, which will grant us an elemental barrier, up to 3k elemental shield. This is only an optional thing. You can make a decision about that. You want more damage or more tankiness, it's up to you. But either way, we can't face tank the bosses, but we can make a few mistakes before we die. On the offensive side, we're using a few interesting things. First, using Flame Wall for extra damage. This is our secondary source of damage. It will help with the signal target damage. Heart of Distraction from the Elementalist Ascendancy, which will granting us 30% more elemental damage when we hitting a unique enemy. On regular mapping, it will only help us with the clear, because when the extra damage is not active, it will give us 60% increased area effect. An interesting interaction with this. It will increase the Ignite Prolif area effect by 60% when we don't fighting versus bosses. This is why I said the Ignite Prolif is so satisfying, because it's huge. I hope that's what she said. Lastly, we're using two curses, namely Flammability and Elemental Weakness. We can apply two different curses because we take the extra curse node on the tree. The damage is really good for a damage over time character. You will not insta-face bosses, but it gets the job done without issues. My only concern about the build is the Elemental Overload Keystone. Little bit annoying to proc it since they made a few changes about the keystone. The change was you need the critical strike with the skill you use to benefit the 30% more elemental damage. So we have to use Ice Golem for increased critical chance for our Wave of Conviction. First of all, I would like if you hit the like button like the Shaper hitting the Elder, so it can start spread to more people. Thank you! Because it's league start, we can't have big items in the first day of the league. That's why we have very basic items in the list here. There is a few things worth to mention. First, the weapon, Searing Touch Unique Staff. This weapon is very cheap in the first day of the league. It was only 2 Chaos Orb, so this is excellent choice for a starter item. Also very hard to beat in terms of damage. If you just want to blow up the whole screen, you can use Obliteration Ward for even more clear if you're feeling you need more clear. The other thing is just a little extra, the Body Armor craft, which is just increasing your life pool and mana pool, and that craft is coming from the Betray mechanic when unveiling body armors. And that's it. You're good to go in terms of items. Starting in the Witch area, in the early levels we're rushing towards Arcanist Dominion, Firewalker and Elemental Overload Keystone. These three things will help us in the early levels. After that, taking Quick Recovery with Life Mastery, plus 50 to maximum life, Retribution for increased damage and cast speed, Light of Dignity for increased spell damage and spell critical chance, Holy Dominion, little bit elemental resistance and elemental damage, Discipline and Training for increased maximum life, Jumping towards, Explosive Impact for increased fire damage, taking the life wheel here, Purity of Flesh for increased life and chaos resist, taking the reservation wheel here with reservation mastery, increase one reservation efficiency of skills, rushing towards Divine Judgment with Elemental Mastery, increased effect of non-damaging elements, really important note for us, taking the Javel Socket here, Devotion for increased maximum life, Jumping, Crew Preparation for increased maximum life and elemental resistance, Life Mastery, 10% increased maximum life, taking the full fire wheel here with Heart of Flame and Breath of Flames with Fire Mastery, increased fire damage over time multiplier, but we get less fire resistance, taking the Javel Socket here, traveling towards Influence for non-curse aura effect, and taking Whisper of Doom for additional curse, taking Written in Blood for increased maximum life and a little bit of strength, and Snowforged. This is really important for us because if we igniting an enemy, it will reducing his elemental resistance. Grow and Decay, and Trickery, Elemental Focus, Blood Siphon, Coordination, and lastly Entropy. Now our Ascendancy, of course we choosing Elementalist, and in the first labyrinth we taking Shaper of Flame. This will grant us your hits always ignite, so we don't have to worry about the ignite chance. After that you can make a decision, you want more damage or want more survivability. If you want more survivability, you can take the Bastion of Elements node and don't take the Shaper of Storm. So your tree will look like this, you unspecking Shaper of Storm and taking Bastion of Elements. But if you want more damage, of course you take Shaper of Storms, Mastermind of Discord and Heart of Destruction. Gem and Gemlings, starting with the main link, Wave of Conviction, added fire damage, swift application, burning damage and deadly elements, and lastly ignite prolife. Really important to take the ignite prolife in the early stages, so wave of conviction and ignite prolife and the rest of the links. As I mentioned earlier, we're using flame wall as a secondary source of damage, so flame wall with counter destruction, swift application, elemental focus, burning damage and efficacy. Our aura setup is the following: Malevolence, Determination, Herald of Ash. You're using Herald of Ash and Determination in the early stages. After that, you get the monetization efficiency on the tree. You can fit the Malevolence aura in your build. Our curse setup, as I mentioned earlier, Flammability, Elemental Weakness, and we applying these two curses with Bane. We're using one golem, namely Summon Ice Golem with Combustion support. We're using Ice Golem for the increased critical chance to bracket the Elemental Keystone more frequently, and Combustion support because our Golem can ignite, and when our Golem igniting the enemy, it will have minus 10% fire resistance, so it will damage increase for us. Our move and skill setup is the following: Flame Dash with Arcane Surge, Second Wind. Arcane Surge only level 7, otherwise you will need to dash twice to get the Arcane Surge buff in the boss fights and wasting your Flame Dash charges. And our guard skill Molten Shell because we're using Determination. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any question, please let me know under the video. Have a wonderful league start, guys. Thanks for watching and see you in the next video.